Are you nervous about photographing fireworks for the first time this year? Are you worried you'll go home only to find out your fireworks photos turned out terrible? Have you ever felt the frustration of trying to capture those breathtaking fireworks in a photograph? With Independence Day fast approaching here in the USA, it's time to learn proper techniques, settings, and adjustments that you might need in order to capture those awesome fireworks displays. Get ready to capture jaw dropping fireworks photos like a professional photographer. I'll share my top tips and tricks for stunning shots every single time. All right, before we get started, let's talk about the essential equipment you'll need to dominate fireworks photography. First off, make sure you have a DSLR or mirrorless camera so you can control the settings. You can use a phone, however, you will need third-party apps, and that's beyond this video. A sturdy tripod for stability, a remote shutter release to minimize camera shake, and you'll want a lens that is wide to mid-range focal length, and that's going to depend on your foreground and your vantage point to the fireworks display. Also, you don't want those boring close-up shots of fireworks that everybody takes. Find a dark location away from city lights for the best results. Let's break down the settings to get you started. Keep in mind that these are just starting settings, and you will need to readjust them, based on your location, ambient lighting conditions, your camera, your lens, and the foreground that you want in the photo. Start by setting your camera to manual mode, since you will most likely be making adjustments as the night goes on. I also suggest you turn off image stabilization if you have it on your camera or on your lens. It can cause negative effects while on the tripod. Give yourself enough time, get to your location early, and set up your camera at your desired location and frame up the composition you want. Remember that fireworks will be high in the sky, so make sure you back away far enough from any foreground elements that you want in the photo so you can get everything you want. Also, you want to make sure you have some room to be able to tilt your camera up while still capturing the foreground you want. Make sure you have your shutter remote plugged in, or if it is wireless, turn on Bluetooth and make sure the remote is paired to your camera. In all honesty, I suggest a wired remote for these types of events. They are more reliable than wireless remotes. If you have a foreground element in your composition, like buildings, I suggest using manual focus to focus on them. The fireworks might confuse the autofocus with the constant movement, especially if you have an older camera. Start with your ISO set to around 200. You may have to raise it up a bit later on, but 200 is low enough to keep the noise down on older cameras and still let the glow of the fireworks shine through. Okay, you'll want the shutter to open just as a firework is shot off, so you can capture the trail. But it also needs to be open long enough to also catch the burst and its trails as well. You'll be adjusting your shutter speed several times to capture various stages of the fireworks as the night goes on. A shutter speed between 5 and 9 seconds should be a great place to start. Again, this is camera specific, lens that you're using, the environment that you're in, location, etc. So, keep that in mind. Aperture is a variable that can also be adjusted as the fireworks show goes on. But keep in mind, the wider you open it, the less of the photo that's going to be in focus. So I want to make sure you want to keep the aperture closed up. Anywhere between an f8 to an f11 will work with most cameras. However, to make sure, take several shots before the fireworks show begins. This will give you an idea of what you got. Also, this way you can hone in any lighting that may be coming in from buildings, or also the anything else that you want in your photo. It'll also let you know if you need to readjust your composition too. I mean, you don't want to wait till the end of the fireworks display and find out your composition isn't all that good. When it comes to tips and best practices, pretty much timing is everything. Try to anticipate the fireworks first, where it's going to take off. Use long exposure to create stunning light trails, and frame the fireworks against the dark sky for the dramatic effect. Experiment with different compositions to create unique and captivating images. You can even get yourself in the image with a remote, or you can set the timer on your camera as well. Remember, you'll have to move quickly since most fireworks displays last anywhere from maybe 15 to 30 minutes long. Small adjustments will work best. Remember, the key steps of setting up your camera and capturing those magical fireworks ahead of time will pay off in the long run. Anticipating where the fireworks will launch from and where in the sky the burst will occur will make your photos so much better. You know, maybe ask somebody in charge ahead of time if they know exactly where the fireworks are going to take off. This way you can set up your composition ahead of time. So hopefully all this helps. If you get a chance, please subscribe to the channel, click that like button, and also click that bell if you want to find out when my next video is going to be posted. Take care, everyone.